She's my sister.
And she's my sister.
And we work in the same company.
What are some of the pain points that come with working with your loved ones?
In this episode of IMO, we discuss the pros, the cons, and also give some tips.
I can just tell her like, hello, this is my sister's leave.
Yeah, essentially she can be rude with me. I tell them, hey, next time you all need to like bitch about my sister, right? Let's say she sucks, right? Or something. Just do so.
Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of In My Opinion. My name is Alastair.
I'm Kezia. I'm Aeres' sister Adria.
I'm Adria's sister Aeres.
And yes, it's not an episode without John. As you guys can clearly tell, the intro wasn't as good as it used to be.
Don't say that. Screw John.
Hey, you know what? I agree with you, Adria. Screw John. But with or without John, our socials still stay the same. Overthink SG everywhere. Telegram, Instagram, Twitch, Telegram. Did I say Telegram?
Yes.
TikTok. We have a TikTok, and we are also going to open an OnlyFans soon, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, with that, let's just get into today's episode, because as you guys can clearly see, this is a normal, not a very normal camera angle. We don't have our usual split screen. We have 4 guests for the first time in a very long time. 3 guests. 4 people on the podcast.
Don't say 4 guests.
For the long okay, Kezia.
Not during 7 months.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No one was thinking that.
Okay. When you said it, okay. Okay, we have 3 guests.
We have 3 guests for the first time in a very long time. And because we're going to be talking about a topic that is very relevant for all of us. So Kezia is my girlfriend, for people who don't know, who just tuned in. And we both work in TSL together, TheSmartLocal. And Adria and Aeres are sisters who work in TheSmartLocal.
Yes.
And we're basically all from the same company. And basically, I think for some reason, I feel like in other companies, this is less common.
Is it?
Having siblings work in the same company, or having dating someone they work in the same company.
No, I feel like...
okay.
Huh? I feel the opposite there.
Huh?
I feel like couples are more common.
For real?
Yeah.
In dating within the office? Is it very common?
Couples?
Okay, wait, have you worked anywhere else other than TSL?
Who are you to
No, but then as in friends are.
Okay.
So, yeah, as in the thing is because I feel like siblings, right? Not a lot of siblings sort of do or study or like the same thing.
Yeah.
Or end up in the same company. They might be in the same industry, but then they might not join the same company.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel But for dating, right? It's because you may meet the person there.
Yeah.
So then there's a bit more chance maybe.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess there's more chance, but I think because most of the companies, they frown upon dating within the company. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
You ever worked in any other company other than TSL, other than...
I interned at my previous place.
Okay, but...
There were 7 people. 2 of them were siblings.
Oh!
So that was when I got the impression that it's very common, because I always thought that okay, the older one joined already, then maybe if it's a good working environment, they'll ask the younger one to join.
Is that what happened between the two of you?
No. I don't think I asked her to join but then I think I just told her that there was an opening.
Yeah. One day she randomly come into my room.
Do you get the referral credit?
No sia. Because they recently then wrote, okay, they had the referral credit back then.
Yeah.
Which was another thing altogether. Then after that they stopped it, which is the time that
she joined.
Yeah, and then now they are
rolling it back.
Rolling it back. Then I'm like,
oh, you didn't go and get?
No, I'm not in the window.
You know what I mean? It wasn't offering at that time that you
Oh my god, so sad.
So I haven't worked for maybe 1 or 2 other companies other than TSL, but not for a long time. Yeah. So I didn't really see any couples or people who are siblings. No, I don't have. But for you, have you seen anyone?
Yeah, my previous company.
Couples.
Not couples. So I think couples more common.
Couples more common.
Siblings, no. Not
really. Got couples
Like within the same department?
Within the same, no, different department.
Different department, but it's just within the same company.
Yeah.
Got HR will know that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but quite interesting one. Because nowadays got work from home, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes, I think in my previous company, I was talking to the guy of the couple.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to ask a question to the girl who is on a totally different department, right? So the guy, if I'm talking to him on video call, he'll just shout to the girl who is also in the same house. He's hey, Sean, answer this one, what's the answer? Then he can faster tell me. Yeah, heng.
Seems convenient.
If not, I need to
so actually it's a good thing, right?
Yeah, so for that it's quite funny. I don't have to reroute
particular
the message.
Do you feel it's harder to be a couple in the same company, or be siblings in the same company?
I think couple. You know
For
why?
real?
Yeah.
Okay,
why?
why?
Because like, okay, I feel so lah. Because as a couple, right, who knows you might break up, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like it gets very messy. Okay, I feel like the reason why a lot of companies don't why must you hold her?
Yeah.
her
Okay.
hand?
Reassurance.
Break
Reassurance.
The reassuring cat. Okay, no, like a lot of the reason why a lot of companies maybe frown upon dating, right? I feel like it's because they might want to avoid the complications that come with like people breaking up. Then after that, like
100%.
you know, like people might feel that I don't care already, I break up, I want to quit, like one party wants to quit.
Yeah.
Or like it might get awkward and they can't work together.
Yeah.
All these like very complicated sort of situations. But I feel like siblings, you don't break up.
Valid.
Yeah, I feel like it's like you can be close or not close, whatever. But then like I guess if it's family, it's sort of family lah.
Yeah.
So you don't really break up. So I think that I feel like the consequences not so
Not so dire lah.
yeah.
But wait, you guys are quite close, right? And I think so.
Are we? Yes.
The fact that they respond the exact same way, right? I think that's a yes.
They are quite close. Yeah. So I
Yes,
just
we
mentioned
are.
that you guys are very close, and like your working relationship so far, would you guys say is good? Yes, right. I'm assuming.
You don't fit.
Yes.
What do I do?
Actually, I want
What
to say
is a working relationship?
The thing is like okay, because like she's in the PMO department, right?
Yeah.
Which is like
Project management department.
office, yeah.
Office.
Yeah.
You don't even know. Okay.
I know, dude, but no need say office lah. Those two people is project management department what?
Actually, why is it called office?
like
No
some
idea.
atas, no?
So if you are PMO, you're in office.
I don't know.
We're the creative office.
No, sometimes I don't even know. I'm supposed to call myself project manager or account executive.
I think it's interchangeable.
right?
Yeah, it's just a term. But okay,
Yeah.
we work quite our team, which is the team Alastair and myself, like are in lost.
Oh, so much for the grammar.
Which is the creative team.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
work very closely with the project management team.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think like we definitely have to work together lah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and I feel that I think most of the time when campaigns are happening, you know, it's like far too busy to like.
To like care about this sort of thing.
Yeah, I feel like I would just treat her like any other PM. I got that like who are like a lot of people in our team before she joined, right?
Yeah.
Then so a lot of people in the creative team have to work together closely with the PMs.
Yes.
Yeah, so confirm everybody, all the other creatives, right? They'll have to work with her also lah.
Yeah.
With my sister, right? Yes, but I tell them, next time you all need to like bitch about my sister, right? Let's say she sucks, right? Or something. Just do so.
Just say.
Yeah, because like every time doing cohesion, we always have cohesions, and then like we would. Okay, wait.
happening?
We would have constructive feedback sessions.
Yeah, it's very constructive. Hey, Charlotte, come with us.
Nothing lah. We will just talk about it.
Yeah lah. Just like
We'll
once
just
in a
talk
while.
about the hall. Like we'll just
Like
talk about
minor
the
irritations
experience.
lah. It's not like really bad things lah.
What? Oh, you say that? Okay.
Hey, Chan, don't try to push the blame onto me now. You started this shit. You are on it with
I
me.
regretted saying that. Now. Okay.
No, but like, okay, my point was that you guys are close and your working relationship is quite good now.
Yeah.
Would you attribute it mostly to because you guys are close already, or is it because just imagine if you guys weren't close, would you think the relationship would have been any worse or
How do you be
better?
not close to your sibling though?
What relationship? Like the
Well,
working
a
relationship.
working relationship? Yeah. Like, would that working relationship be as smooth and nice as it is, or easy as it is now if you guys weren't close?
I think to be like what she said just now, right? Actually, I don't really have the time to interact that much with her. Say real lah, I don't even talk like more than 10 sentences to her in a day, like during work.
Yeah.
So all I send her is like the MySertas link. So
okay, the campaign, the link for the
only
campaign.
convenient thing is that because I need to send through her the MySertas link, so I just send her lah.
Yeah.
I don't need, then I just like say like, oh, this is this. But maybe if I were to send to like a head that is like not my sister, then maybe I will like type a more proper sentence.
Oh.
I can just tell her like, hello, this is the MySertas link.
Yeah, essentially she can be rude with me.
That's the only
casual.
That's the it can be
casual.
casual. That's like the only convenient
It's like
thing.
then she sent a link.
I like
Then I feel like okay, I also have to be like, I know what I should do.
Yeah, but like, it's like
someone for you.
because when I started work, she haven't come in. She was on holiday,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I sent to Hui, right? I was much more polite. I won't go and like,
Say hello, Hui.
But if you guys weren't close, would you have to have typed the
also,
formal?
yeah, which I think also won't, because
Oh,
generally
you
it's
also
still
won't.
sister.
Oh.
No, but yeah, my view is like, how do I say? I feel like I just at work, I just treat her like how I treat any other PMs. Yeah, because I feel like work is work, and like I think what she said, like during working hours, often we are quite busy lah. Everybody's busy lah.
I agree.
So it's like where
you
got
don't
time
have-
to like ha around there, like as in you know ha at home ah. Yeah, as in but you know like we learned something. I got inspired by you guys.
This is the Telegram one.
Yeah, cause like okay, so the thing is that like, one day right, somehow I overheard like Alastair saying that he and Kezia has this like. Okay, so we use
Separate
Telegram,
Telegram.
but then like, because you know how like we also use Telegram for our own life, right? Like personal life. But then he has this like separate work chat
With Kezia.
with Kezia.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I imagine it to be like, okay, then in the work chat is like when there are work related things they can discuss there.
It's pure work. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
I,
think,
was
like, the
like,
mix.
wow, what a good idea.
Yeah.
Then I decided to like, I told her, hey, let's start a work chat. Yeah, so that like, okay, because I feel that as a couple or as siblings, then there are a lot more things that you have to interact about on a
Yes.
day-to-day
Yeah.
basis. Maybe I want to talk to her about, don't know, like home stuff, right? Or like
Yeah.
ask her about like other things. And imagine like,
The
it's
mixed
flooded
topic.
with like work things,
Yeah.
right? Then that's damn crazy.
And like, especially when you send files or link, we use Telegram so much that like most of my comms, 90% of my comms anybody is like through Telegram.
Yeah.
Correct,
We
correct,
send
correct.
files, we send links, and like imagine if like halfway through we ask like, hey, what you have for dinner?
Yeah.
Then we need to find a message to like a link to like
Yeah.
a creative brief or what, right? Yeah, you're gonna think like crazy.
I think it's also like a urgency thing. Like for me, like when she texts me on like the work chat, I know it's like I better reply this in like 3 minutes or like 5 minutes because
Yeah.
like it's a work
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
lah.
correct,
Yeah.
correct.
Like he suddenly asked me like, hey, you got this organic shoot, like are you going for this one or whatever? Like, hey, have you did research this thing? Then I'm like, oh, okay, I need to like do my shit lah, like cause I'm a creative one. But when it comes to like the normal chat, if she texts me something, I won't be like,
It's like if you're not
Yeah.
free, you can just
yeah, I can like
reply
okay,
later.
I can like focus my work first, then I
Yeah.
reply the personal
yeah.
stuff
Because
after.
we both know that we are busy. Because if it's the same chat, right? Then like I want to ask you about work thing.
Yeah.
Like, in the middle of the then it's like very messy.
Yeah, and then,
Then
like,
you don't know whether
the code
to
switch too
reply.
much already.
Yeah, imagine if I
Yeah.
send you a message, right? Then
Yeah,
later it's the word
code switch.
message. Then you need to like reply the previous message from
Yeah.
like the daily message
Yeah.
plus the word message. It's just too many things.
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
agree.
I prefer to separate it.
I thought it was a great idea, by the way.
Yeah.
I think John, because
Ingenious.
John asked me to ask you something. Then I was like, oh, whether we can go on a shoot. Then I went to the work chat because he was looking at me type the message. So he thought that I was going to just go to the normal chat. Then I went to the normal chat. I was like, hi, John asked whether you can go for a shoot like on this whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And John was like, oh, you have a work chat? Ah? I'm
Yeah.
like, oh yeah.
Actually, I think like the next step is like the next step would be to like get a work phone. But if like not right, no, because like a lot of people get work phone because like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not just
to
to separate
separate.
between like loved ones, it's like separate between like your entire personal life and your entire like work life.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that one quite good. But the thing is that you need to buy another phone. You need to
Oh,
buy
have
another
another
phone
line
line.
lah.
Yeah, then you need to create all your accounts all over again and link it up.
That's true.
Yeah, this is like the
Yeah.
the in between.
The in between.
Yeah,
I think it's a good in between also lah. And like we are more professional on that chat.
yeah.
And as compared to like our personal chat or whatever. Personal chat you can do whatever hell you want, right? Are there any pain points of working together so far? I mean, it hasn't been that long, right? Like a month and a half maybe, or a month or so.
Yeah.
But has there been any like adjustments or pain points that you had to like not say like very very bad, but like just need to like adapt to now that you're working together with your sibling?
To be very honest, not really.
Yeah, not
Oh,
really.
I
so
just feel
it's
like-
seamless. Lah.
So far. lah.
Seamless. Not really lah.
Really?
So far. I think okay, I just think that sometimes I feel that okay, because a lot of people will ask me before she joined that, like, oh, then does it mean that your sister is going to be like in the same social circle you are, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, I don't mind it.
Okay.
Yeah, and plus she's the kind that always self-invite one. So
What?
She came for one of our
okay, I need
lunches.
to say
Did you invite her?
no.
Dude, the whole team wasn't even in. So I joined. What's wrong with joining another department?
No, wait, hold up.
Some of my
you stop
head
talking
of
first.
department encourages me to do that.
You're so PC. Okay, then no, like because even before she officially joined TSL, right,
Yeah.
as a like employee, she already know like
She knows
all
people
my
already,
friends,
yeah.
man. And then my friends also know her. I don't know how. It's in my TSL friends.
Is it because you're
Why
hang
not?
out? Like come over
Yeah,
there,
got
hang
time
out.
like Chinese New Year. Then we had this like outside of work lah, of course, but like with work friends.
I go and go, right?
Yeah, she said she want to come. Then I'm like,
I go and gamble.
then I'm like,
random.
guys, can I bring my sister? They like, yeah, can.
Eh,
Then she go there, then she straight up know like at least maybe 8 people from TSL or ex-TSL.
I think in TSL is probably a little bit easier because like our work and personal, because some people, because some company like their personal life is not their work. Their personal friends are not their work friends.
Oh, I get.
Like their work friends is like work friends. Then they like won't ever dinner with them or won't ever like
yeah. There's
like,
a
go
line
out
lah.
with them.
I think it depends because like it depends on department or like your social circle in
Yeah,
office
yeah.
also. Like I think your department is very close.
Okay.
So like
Yeah.
therefore it's like a
I
lot
guess
easier.
it's easier
Yeah.
for her to like then assimilate in and be part of the
Yeah.
social circle.
But so cute though.
You got no pain points, like zero. that
Or
you have to
like
do.
apprehension like before.
Now the
apprehensions.
current pain point that is very minor is it's not even a pain point. Like, I'm just being lame. But it's like every morning I just need to decide whether
You want to go to work?
yeah, like am I working from office or not? Am I working from home?
Is it she will like, wake you up in the
No,
morning?
because like I feel like our dad has been very kind to give us
Send
a
us.
lift.
Yeah.
So then he needs to know who is coming,
Oh.
who is he sending to work today. So then it's like he'll at about, because work starts at 9, right?
Yeah.
So about 8, we try to leave at about 8:15 latest.
Yeah.
From the house lah. Then he will, because he doesn't, he also has his stuff to do after 9, so he doesn't, he wants to leave a bit earlier, right? So we're like, okay, sure. Then I think it's the only thing that we have to sync. Yeah. It's like I also cannot like keep quiet and not say anything.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
only thing. But I feel like it's more of a logistical thing lah. It's not really it's not a pinpoint.
And I think it's also easier. Okay, so for us, right, when we first started, this is our third time really working together in the same.
Okay.
I mean the first time we were not together yet. And the second time you were intern, I was full timer, then we were together already.
Then the third time was also intern
You came back how many times?
4 times.
Wait, wait, that's 1, 2, 3. Where's the fourth one?
Now,
Then also first one. Okay,
because I
so
got 2
first one
creative,
is
1 think tank, 1 creative.
so first one is we
Wow.
not together. Second one is you intern full timer. Third one is you intern full timer. Fourth time is
It's
full
both
timer.
full-timers.
Okay.
Now, I remember very clearly the first time we were together, like we were working together and we were properly like together, right? We had quite a lot of things we had to work out.
Like,
Wait,
what?
like what?
Okay. Yeah, so what are
I don't
some of the
remember.
pain
I don't
points?
remember.
Give some
I don't remember
examples.
this.
Well, I think one of them is that we meet each other too often when we were working. And last time it
Wait,
wasn't.
It was at the start as an intern. That came up.
No,
meh?
not that. Not
As a
that.
full-timer,
When
is
you
it?
were full timer and I was intern.
That came up, man.
Yeah.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
What's wrong with meeting each other too much?
Okay, I think it's worse last time because it used to be like there's no COVID, there's no work from home, right? So every day from 9 to 6 you see the face, right? And plus it's worse, right? Because editorial and creative damn close together. Like we just
Like it's so nearby.
they're too nearby already.
Okay.
So I think back then and plus after that we'll try to meet for dinner, we'll meet for breakfast. And because it's very convenient, we meet each other a lot. And I think at one point in time, I think there was 1 or 2 weeks where we met each other like pretty much every day, including the weekends.
Oh, okay.
And then that's when we were like, okay, I think maybe we're meeting too often.
I don't remember this specific thing, but I do remember like thinking about like the separation because I had to separate my social life and then work life and everything, right? But then with him joining, it's really like everything mashing together.
Yeah.
And then I was very stressed because like my whole life I kept like things separate, like okay, secondary school friends, JC friends, like
okay.
family, and then like work. It's always separate. And then now that there's this like merging, right? I was very confused. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, I also didn't really know how to deal with it. Like at the start also, because like a lot of people, everyone knows
I
they're
didn't know how to
together,
process
right?
it. Yeah.
And then like every time we are like walking together, even people will like stare at us.
Okay, that one
Last
didn't
time,
really.
nowadays, like,
did that
cause-
affect you? Did that affect you?
Even me a bit.
Really?
Okay.
Because it's like,
Wait, why?
no, because they expect you to like do some copy shit. Right?
Okay, you mean what? In the office, in the office.
Okay. I do think that people feel very uncomfortable when we are like they will be hyper alert when we are together.
Exactly, that's what it is.
Is it like the
oh my God,
I'm waiting for them to do some copy stuff. Are they gonna do some copy stuff? Oh, they're not doing some copy stuff.
Exactly.
Every time I so much as go near his table, right? I can see people's head turn. Your head will turn.
Every time she comes to my table, right, the whole
People say
creative
what the
team
My
right,
head turn is because peripheral vision.
will video her talking to me.
What the? I remember the first few days, then they said, then they tease you.
Yeah, no, but like it's not the biggest of things.
It wasn't a.
It wasn't
It's
that
not
big
a
of a deal, but
pinpoint.
something I had to adjust to because like and at the start because you also don't really know how to behave like in the office.
Mm.
Like because now we do it like 3 times a year, right? So when we came back this time, right, I was like yeah, like normal like I know how to behave. I know that if I don't talk to her in office, she won't think that I trying to ignore her.
I never thought that. But you
Yeah, but
thought that. I thought that. Meh?
at the start, like you don't know whether like I'll hurt your because we didn't really talk much about it, and it's the first time.
We just kind of like left it like you don't reply.
Yeah, exactly. Then I was like, oh, is it like she think maybe I ignoring her, then like because got feelings involved also. Right? So, but now we know that it's not a case. I'm a lot more comfortable because I know how to behave already. You get what I mean? But the first time I think was harder, and there was like a lot more like, wow, we meet each other way too often. Then now.
Actually, for me, it's the other way around. It's not when you were intern. I think it's like when you were a full-timer, like when you were joined as a full-timer that I like thought about it a bit more.
Okay.
Like you went, because like intern is like a few months only, right? But full-timer is like, I mean, you're probably, it's going to be like something that's a bit more long-term. Yeah, so that's why I like sit down and talk about it a bit more.
So what's your conclusion to that?
Now? Like that lor.
Well, what is like that lor?
What?
It's like that lor, like, as in like, I still
You accepted it?
Have you worked around it? I guess
like,
we have.
The Telegram was one way. One thing I don't like, right? Oh my god. I told you this before. Is that this guy is very passionate about work. Even when he was not in TSL, right? He was talking about TSL. You know when he was in school? So now you imagine, right? He is working full-time in TSL.
Okay.
Yeah.
He talks about it during work, after work, during the weekend.
To be fair, until now, I still do that.
I have to be like...
As in, talk about what? Talk about
work.
Like TSL work.
Yeah, work.
Need to give this guy a raise.
Whoa.
Non-stop,
right.
Non-stop.
No, but here's the thing. I think it's because it's my personality, right?
To talk about things you're passionate about.
I mean...
I think I just like it so much that like that's all I think about.
I get that it's passionate, but I have to like remind him like, babe, can we like talk about something else?
Can we talk about other things,
Yeah, can
please?
we like do something?
Actually,
like,
do you guys have that problem? Because maybe
you
because you
talking
guys...
about?
No.
I think I really get it. You know, honestly, right? The thing is like the difference between a couple and a pair of siblings is that like I feel like as siblings, right, there's no such thing as like honestly, there's no such thing as like hey, you talk too much about this topic already. Like, can you stop? Because I feel like it's just really like there's no like which topic to talk about. Also because there's no need for us to be so cordial with each other or like I don't know how to say. There's no expectation to be something. Because it's like hello, I live with you like what 20-something years old.
I don't actually have to talk to them.
Yes, I don't talk also can.
Yeah.
I don't tell her also can. But if she wants to like usually we would tell each other about like stuff that happened in our life lah, which could be any topic, right?
It doesn't have to be work.
Can be about lame topics also, you know, like but like sometimes definitely because like last time we used to work at different companies, we tell each other about work, about life, about whatever, relationships or whatever thing. We also got same so it's like, but I feel like it's less like because obviously it's like I feel like feels weird to say have access, but I feel like she just lives in my house forever for 20-something, at least for 20-something years now, right? Then it's like if I told her I don't tell her, I can tell her tomorrow. But I feel like couples a bit different because if let's say you're not married yet or whatever, it's like maybe you only meet for like a date for like on the weekend, right? Then it's like if that one date you're still talking about work, then it's like sian.
I get what I mean. Okay, I get what I mean.
Sian, can you talk about something else or not? Can we just like spend some quality time together or that kind?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But I think other than that, like I guess I do think the professionalism thing isn't that big of a deal for the two of us.
Okay.
Like it's quite natural to us to like
it's like a
separate
work mode versus like like other like
my work
couple
mode is,
yeah.
I think same for you, right? My work mode is like can like no fear, like
no feelings.
No feelings,
yeah.
Right? Like I can like forget a lot of things in work mode.
Okay, so like can I ask, will y'all be comfortable like doing a shoot or like going on a work trip together?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean we have done shoot before.
Remain professional.
Yeah.
I think work mode when it's like things time to work, right? I like will switch everything off.
He really
it's like work mode.
He wouldn't process anything else other than work.
Yeah.
Wow.
But someone give me the job, if I fuck it up, then I get fired. What you mean? Of course I focus lah.
I think if we go on a shoot, he'll literally forget I'm his girlfriend.
I've even like in like for YouTube, right? Like I've done like vlogs with her like when we went overseas. Like I remember once very clearly she did a walk-in shot.
For which one?
Like in Indonesia.
She did a
walking shot.
Oh my god, this man.
I remember I was like directing her. Then I remember one of the things I said was, can you stop walking so weirdly?
He made me walk like 5 to 10 times. And then it was like a 3-second shot. I just take like 3 steps. Then okay, cut, do again. Then walk a bit slower. Do again, don't walk so weird. Do again, a bit faster.
I remember I said don't walk so weird, right? Then a couple behind us laughing.
It was a very romantic moment. I just need to say, right? Okay, we were like,
It was very romantic.
we were hiking that morning. Then we went to the top of Mount Bromo, I think.
Yeah.
Mount Bromo, and then it was sunrise. So like it was so beautiful, you know. Like everybody was there, like huddled up in the cold. Then they like sit down on the floor, and then they watch the sun like come from the horizon. Then all the clouds moving below. Then this man was like, "Hey, can you don't walk so weird?"
So like when it's time to work, I'll really like work. Right? So I'm like, I really can separate.
Okay, that's a good thing.
But I think that's not a problem for us. I do think
Yeah.
that if for other couples who like will get offended, like, for example, if Kezia come and tell me like, oh, this shot is like not good enough or like it's weird.
I will not say it. I will say it professionally. This shot, can we do another angle instead?
Yeah, correct. If you did that to me, I will be like, okay, yeah, let's take another angle.
But
I
if
won't be
anybody
like,
else you feel,
you don't like my photo, why are you like, you know, because some people will be like sensitive.
yeah, it's no hard feelings one.
Yeah, so like she would, I trust that she would tell me when my photos aren't up to par, in a nice way, professional way, whatever, doesn't matter. But I won't take it. I won't like take it to heart.
Yeah.
At the same time, if I tell her like, can you smile less weirdly?
You smell that.
Can you
smell less weird?
Can you smile less weird? Oh, your smile a bit weird in this photo. I trust it that she also won't take it to heart when we are in the work more like.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that for us, like when it's work hours, right, or in the office or whatever, right, professionalism come before
Everything else. Yeah.
relationship.
No, that's good.
Yeah, so like it's not like for example, like whoever creative you assign me, right? Like versus him versus someone else, right? I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like there's no difference when it comes to like
If anything, I
assignment.
feel like it's easier because I
Yeah.
can.
And then
tell you more
what if like one day y'all like quarrel?
Yeah, okay, that's a good question.
We haven't reached that point
Actually,
yet.
why don't you guys? Have you guys thought one day if you guys quarrel? How?
Have you quarrel have you quarrel big argument
But
before?
when was our big fight? I can't even remember when we
There was
last
a big fight.
had a big. No, I can't even remember.
Oh, it was not that long. It was
Okay,
very long
actually, I
ago
don't
lah.
think it was a
long ago,
quarrel, but I think I was very pissed off with her at this one point in my life.
Can I say, huh?
Wait, is it the
Actually,
2018
that's my last
times?
memory of us fighting.
Or is it 2018 times?
It's not really. I feel like it's not really a fight, but then like the conversations we had then had a lot more tension lah. Also because I feel like wow, this girl just
Last time, like I really, because I stay in like uni hall.
Yeah.
I literally treated the house like a hotel.
A hotel.
she literally
I
man.
give no
Then-
shit about family time.
yeah, then- she
My
literally
gosh, she's
comes
so
in.
nice.
She comes back home. Then she just like take her clothes or whatever thing. Then after that, like she bring back the dirty clothes. Then after that, maybe she asked for allowance or something. Even my parents were then pissed off, man.
Yeah, last time like then some more right because my parents and their birthdays all in January. But last time I feel like inter-hall games most important uni.
Yeah, man.
Then I go and say
She
like,
didn't turn up for any of our birthdays.
what didn't turn up? I did turn up, but it's like maybe my face black or like I like can I come late because I want to attend this like inter-hall
Then we were like, what's inter-hall game? Like IHG or something.
Yeah, then I say
IG.
it's
NTU
like
ah.
NUS.
Yes.
Yeah, then I say as if like some Olympics that I cannot miss. Then she's like,
But actually, like,
dude.
birthday, that kind.
Okay.
kind of get, because I think both me and my sis went through that phase also.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I think
So that was the
because
last
for
time.
me
if
it's
it's
like
that level of argument,
no, for me it's like okay, you know, always the older sibling will feel like
Yeah. Why you
it's
so
like, okay, I've
irresponsible?
been through that. Then it's like
Oh.
then sometimes like when you see a younger sibling, they like clubbing siao or something. Then you're like,
it's a lame.
the heck is that? It's like that, you think like it's so lame, and they are so freaking excited about their face in their life. It's like woo!
Yeah lah, but you need to let them get through it. Like now I also think lame, but at that point I was truly excited.
Very off topic, but yes.
But yeah, as in okay, but that was the last
Back to the
biggest.
topic. So we never argue.
If you okay, but if you have argued that level during now, like do you think you will be able to separate it? Because even Chicha asked, is it possible not to bring more emotions back home if your bro and sis is working in the same office? Because if let's say like for example you argue in
I mean honestly it hasn't happened, so but I mean so I don't know what's
In
gonna
theory.
One way to find out, is it?
happen. Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
I think we'll just talk like work related things or in that work chat. Which is
Yeah, in
already
that
very
work chat.
few words.
and then personal chat knows anything.
Yeah, but commercial won't have like anything.
No, but I feel like okay, you know how like in the office you also cannot gel with everybody, right?
Yeah.
So then it's like let's say I have to work with somebody from another team, but I'm not very close to the person, or like who knows, maybe we okay, even if people let's say we ever had a moment of tension in the office and stuff like that. But then when work has to be settled, I still will talk to the person like in a cordial manner or like in a professional manner. Like
Yeah.
for example, like it's like the hi, like you know, I like work stuff. Then it's like I feel like if the person is also being professional and stuff like that, we can still like, let's say, get the job done.
Yes.
Yeah, but if I get the job done doesn't honestly equate like whether I like you or not. Or like whether I'm angry with you or not, that kind of thing. So I feel like if let's say that happens, if we ever maybe it's like we can still get the job done. Just that maybe at home then like whatever.
Yeah.
Or like ignores.
Just continue ignoring.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I think like if you were to say like siblings versus like couples, I mean like we know each other, we know each other very long, you know each other very long. The thing is that if it's a small fight, you know that it's temporary only.
Yeah.
So that there's no need to like kick up like a big fuss and like let it affect your work. Because you know that this is not something that will be like this argument is not gonna be permanent.
Yeah.
Maybe you give each other like the cold shoulder for like maybe like 1-2 days or like a few hours or whatever. Like as in like you know that it's gonna end.
Yeah. I think for me,
unless it's like a huge fight, then maybe it's different. Like the kind of I want to severe all ties with you kind. Then it's different. But that doesn't happen like very often.
Yeah, true.
I think honestly, even if it's like to that level, I have been in situations where like you have to not in TSL but like in like school or anything that you have to work with like people who you don't like and like they like and all that stuff. And I think like for me is I'm very focused on getting the job done. That's what you said. I get a job done, right? Like I'll do anything it takes to get the job done. If I have to talk to my most hated enemy right, and work with them, I'll do it. Yeah, because it's the job before myself, right? Everything's before myself. Yeah. So like that's what I think. Also, if let's say we touch wood, we break out, whatever.
Yeah, touch wood.
Whatever. Just touch wood. Yeah, touch wood. That touch wood break out, whatever. Like I don't think it will be like that big of a deal. Like even if you send me on a work trip with her, I'll be like, yeah, sure.
We won't say that I died, I don't want to work with this person no matter what. You make you I'll quit. I don't think that's like the level that you get to. And once you just do the one and go and cry or something, like it's a separation,
exactly. I feel like I'll go for the work trip.
It has to be that boundary.
Yeah, let's say you send only me and her on a work trip and we broke up. I will go on a work trip, I'll do the job, and then I come back, I'll cry.
Yeah, okay.
I get it. Yeah. I'll cry down, like, that was tough.
Only when you come back.
Only when I come back.
Yeah.
But while there, like, you have a job to do it.
Yeah. But I'll be too busy thinking about like, taking the note of the prices and everything, or like the USBs and blah, blah, blah. Like, you don't have time to like slow down and like, But do you feel like that, in that case, do you feel like there are people who exist out there that should not date / work with their loved ones in the office?
I think
like, do you think it's a personality thing, or do you think it's a like if you try hard enough, everyone can?
Good question.
I think it could be a personality thing also.
It could.
Actually, I think there are some people who shouldn't work together, like couple
like
wise.
What's the personality
like which
trait?
kind of couple you ask?
Yeah. What's the trait
like
that
if
you're
they
looking
are
out for?
very different, as in don't have any specific personality traits, but you know that like they already often quarrel about like maybe just like, hey, why you never clean up? Or like, so you know, like they're very different styles. So when you find in work, right, it's like, then they'll have more quarrels when like, and then they cannot avoid it. Like, because if it's like not like, maybe if it's just like at home you never go and clean up, or like you just never do this when the person say like, after I eat finish I must clean immediately, but you never do it. It's like he'll be angry, but like, okay, it's not that important. But maybe if it's your work style, if like it's this is none, I like to procrastinate, but the guy is like, you must faster do it now, then.
So you feel like it's a mismatch thing more than like a lack of professionalism thing, right?
It's a communication thing,
maybe.
Like if you're different, but you can like address the differences, right? Like for example, you are a very organized person, I'm a bit messy. Yeah. Then like when it comes to work, it can be something as simple as like setting deadlines. Yeah. Like I need this thing by here and here and here, and then you just deliver by here and here and here. That's settled already, ma.
Yeah. But I think some people cannot be as cold-hearted as that. I think, like Ian said, I think some people who have different capabilities to be able to separate work and emotions.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I think this type of people maybe a bit hard. Like if they take like everything in work very like personally.
Yeah. I mean, I would think that there are people like that. I mean, it's probably just them, right?
It's not that it's a bad thing or anything. It's just that like if
I think it's normal to take some things from work personally, even if it's like not like relationship wise.
Yeah, exactly.
Like feedback from supervisors.
True.
That kind of
that's true.
So it's like,
it's also a skill.
some people have like find it harder to separate right? To draw the line.
I think it's if you are not able to, then I think it's quite difficult to do it, because like a lot of things like you will bring like frustration from the relationship / frustration from work into the relationship or into work.
Why you never do this thing for the work for me?
Exactly. Then remember that time the project.
You don't go eat dinner. You go and finish the thing and submit to me first.
And suddenly the argument like mix up together a bit weird.
Okay, but I think ideally, in my opinion, right, maybe I would I wouldn't be very keen on having, let's say, a sibling or somebody I'm dating, like, be in the same team as I am lah.
Also not.
I feel, I think same team is a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
Same team is
Yeah,
like
I
literally,
agree.
let's say like, it's either like, let's say I report to you or you report to me.
I work
kind
Yeah,
of.
like supervisor.
Yeah, or
then
like she work in
supervisee.
she's the new joiner, then she's in my team, then she need to report to me or something. I'm her supervisor.
What if it's
or something like
pure?
that. Yeah.
Pure in the same team.
Actually, I think it still affect.
So that was the
I
main
think it's still tough.
consideration. So like I didn't want to be in the same department as her.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I was okay as long as
Okay.
Wasn't
it's a
in the same
different
department.
department. I just need to
Actually-
work with her, but not like under her.
So
Oh, as in, but if you were her peer though, like same.
Yeah, also not. I don't want to be in the same
Oh, why
It's just
not?
department.
weird. It's just
but
weird.
there will be like the
weird.
pressure, you know, because like then I think like if you're in the same department, there's also like not just like who is giving who instruction, like power dynamics. There's also like who's going to get promoted first, and then there's a lot of like these kind of random
Yeah,
things
firstly this
that
kind.
like that
That's
even
true.
if
Yeah, I thought of it.
you don't think like you think it's okay now, it might be something that might affect in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I don't
Yeah.
want people to think that like we are being biased towards each other kind of thing. It's like, confirm cause it's her sister, then like
Yeah.
so for example, if I'm somebody's supervisor and at the same time, let's say I'm also my sister's supervisor, let's say lah, right? So then it's like, well, what if like there are things like appraisals and stuff that needs to be done, right? Then like people confirm, okay, you can tell yourself and like in your good conscience say that like, oh, I'm being objective and fair and stuff like that. But then like, I feel like you cannot control what other people think. Like, what if people say, confirm is cause like she's her sister, then like, walao, then they confirm like don't want to, like for example, I don't want to give her a bad score, that kind of thing, you know what I mean? Or like give her bad feedback, that kind of thing, so that she would, I confirm, you cannot control people think lah.
Yeah,
So maybe
I agree.
it's like I would rather avoid that.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I think Mushi also asked like, what if there's a power difference or dynamic in the work roles? Then I agree it's not a good idea. I think especially direct supervisor.
Yeah.
I think that one tough lah. That one not easy.
I think it just wouldn't
I think
work.
it's not a bad idea
it's too
actually.
hard.
Correct.
Even pure, I think it's tough also because what I like. Okay, I don't know about you guys lah, but like what I like about two of us is that like we don't have to like compare like skill levels.
Correct.
I think it'll be a bit stressful.
Yeah, I think it'd be very stressful if she was a creative or if I were a writer, and then like I keep like looking at her, then I'm like, wow, I think she's a better creative, or wow, I
Yeah,
think she's
Actually,
better.
no matter what, right? Relationship, like partner, sibling, best friend, right?
Yeah,
I wouldn't want you put in that position.
exactly.
Correct.
Yeah,
It's
and
just
then
a thing that's very uncomfortable.
it's very uncomfortable to
Yeah.
like compare like
and
this
it
kind
will
of things.
matter at
Yeah.
least a little bit, even if you don't like
Admit it, right?
like address it. It's gonna be
Yeah.
something that's gonna come up.
I
yeah.
agree.
Unless I feel
Hey, Paiseh,
it's-
your mic more towards you.
discuss I feel so okay unless I feel that the siblings or the couples are the one who like maybe founded a company together kind of
Or
thing.
even I think that okay, wait, time out.
think
No,
that's-
Even that I think is a bad idea. But
no, but
continue,
I
go
do
ahead.
think like there are a lot of like fashion sites in Singapore, right? Then there are a couple of them that are being owned by like a pair of siblings. And I think the dynamic's quite nice.
I feel like
okay, like
I
some blog
feel-
shop, is it?
I feel like that works, right? If they are like in charge of very distinctly different things.
I guess maybe
You know what I
most
mean?
of the time.
If Kezia
should
and
be.
I open the production house and we are both directors,
Production
right?
house.
I think we are going to suffer. Because then there will be a lot of like
Disagreements.
in
Yeah.
opinions or
No, but I
strategy.
feel like
all that.
because you guys decided to like do it together,
Yeah.
then it's a different from like, oh, I joined first, then my sibling joined, or I joined first, then my partner joined, or I met my partner, then we. Okay, that one
Yeah,
is
yeah,
different. But it's like if you plan to do it together, probably you already have considered
These things
how
like
is this gonna work?
Yeah.
Are we really gonna do this? Then like, oh, if y'all both have the agreement on this and agree on it, then it's like okay.
I
I
do,
I think
yeah.
it can either go amazing because like you have the synergy already, and then it's gonna take off like no one's business.
I can go like NOC.
No.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it. You said it.
Oh dear Lord.
I was trying to avoid
I mean-
saying it.
I mean,
But like
like,
that aside, I
let's,
also
let's
know
just let's address the elephant in the room.
the moment you say production house, I'm like, are we
Yeah,
going
but
there?
I think what's their down. Okay, I don't know their marriage. I won't comment much, but like I do think there are a lot of like even like Linus Tactics. Linus Tactics is another YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's run by a like a husband and wife lah.
Oh, okay.
And the reason why they've come on to the show and talked about it before. The reason why they think it works is because the wife is in charge of the finance. And she's like she's the accountant. She's the one that does these things.
Okay.
And the guy is in charge of the creative side.
Mm.
And these two things hardly ever have to mix together. One.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So like that's why it works. Like they don't have much control over each other. They're not each other's direct supervisor, and they don't have to compare like, oh, I think you're not doing as good of a job as I am doing at my job because you're not doing the same job.
But okay, that one aside, right? I think that there's also a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to like a couple, like that same job is both your livelihood. Then there's
That's
gonna be a lot of pressure.
Correct.
Cause like
Yeah.
as in like
Because you never do well, then you cannot eat.
yeah. As in, I had friends who did it before. And I've also seen like, those IG stores. Then sometimes they say like, oh, like, we'll be like doing this, as in we're no longer doing this business because like some like disagreements between the two of us, that kind of thing. Like I think there is a significant chance that like it will add added pressure to the relationship.
I would like to say, okay, I mean, we should end the episode soon.
So fast?
Yeah. It's been like 40 minutes.
Discuss.
But I do think that like TLDR, I would say it's a lot harder than we might make it out to be. I think
we might just be lucky.
I think the two pairs here are quite lucky, and also we maybe like
It's too early,
built a bit different or
It's
something.
too early.
because we just as in, like for us it's just a few months, and for you guys it's just a few
Even
months.
shorter.
Right? Maybe you ask us in like a few years. Then maybe we have a different
We will
story.
have a comeback episode 1 year later.
Later, it's like, I really hate my sister. I hope she quits.
Maybe like cause some huge drama, then like what inconvenience her whole department, then like
Cannot work with
Confirm,
PMO.
like,
Partner hates her.
Maybe it's just too soon.
It's
because
just
like
too
for
soon.
now I'm just reaping the benefits of having a sister in a company. That
Exactly,
kind.
exactly.
Yeah.
What benefits you reap?
Like for
Okay, let's talk
example,
about the good stuff.
like for example, I don't need to be
Convenience.
so. I can be casual. If you never reply me, I can just say, "Hey, can you faster assign?"
Yeah.
I cannot
As in
tell
you
that
can-
to Hui what like, "Hey, Hui faster assign." Like sometimes my sister busy never reply right, but because she's
Damn,
my
you're
sister,
using me.
I just like, "Hey, can you faster assign?" Or I need
The next time you say that, I'll be like, can you not be so rude?
Yeah, then like she cannot come back and say like, don't be so rude or what. But I won't. I tell Hui, I still need to, can I check in if you will be assigning or something? I cannot be like.
That's that funny because
Hey,
she
can
does
you
that to me in the
faster
group
What did I
chat.
do to you?
Like you'll be very not saying
Formal.
you more formal in the group chat.
What good chat?
In the work chat,
Oh yeah.
You're more formal in the work chat, then she'll tell me these sort of things like, can I check if you this
Me?
Like, what
Wait, I need to go and see our
Is it
I
a
think
work
more work
tone?
tone. I would say
I don't
super work
remember.
tone, but like more work tone.
Yeah.
Then in the private chat is like, hey, you got to do this, you know?
Wow, then really got code switch.
Yeah, but
Wait, let me go and see.
I think we don't have code switch,
Because she's less lah.
but we will have mode switch.
No lah. We talk normally lah.
I got to okay,
You
go
got LOL. I
Yeah,
see
lor.
LOL.
once in a while lah. I think it's
or
a
like
bit
if-
more formal.
No leh.
Slightly.
Not one bit. Maybe you are more formal. You type in full sentences. I type in like three words in one message.
Full
Kind.
sentences.
You own self, set yourself.
Okay, but fine. TLDR, right? I will say that maybe too early for us to say.
Yeah, too early.
But I think maybe another part is that we are very lucky.
Yeah.
Or another part is that we are built different and we are built for this, right? But I would say that like in general, right, of all the factors discussed, is the odds are probably stacked against you.
What do you mean?
Like when you do, there are a lot of things you need to consider before you like do these sort of things.
Oh.
Like get in a relationship within the office or not date a sibling or like work with a sibling in the office. You almost got weird.
Yeah, lah, but to be fair, like for example, for siblings, right? Like it's like I joined at my own will. She also joined at her own will. She also, in fact, right? Like for example, the whole let's say interview process.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't. She's like totally interviewing for a different department altogether.
Yeah, you can't
It's not
even,
like I
like-
can really help her, right? And I
Yeah,
don't even know
yeah,
what
yeah.
they asked in the interview.
Actually,
Or
she
like,
don't
other
even
department never
know
come
when
to
I
you.
got accepted.
she didn't know.
obviously I had
didn't know,
COVID.
have
I
to
had
tell
COVID.
her. She had COVID. Yeah.
I had COVID. Then I was literally isolated in my own room, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Then it's like I really can't come out. What, like shouldn't. So
Yeah.
then I think she had to tell me over like a tele
I
call or like a video call or like a
hey,
tele
just now was my
message.
interview. Then
Yeah.
hey, I got accepted. It's all like
I was
not
like,
face to face.
I was like, oh my god, legit like that.
I mean,
Yeah.
I do
Yeah,
think it's
actually, I
not.
didn't know also for yours. I mean,
Did you know? No?
you told me lah. I didn't find out from the company. I found out from you also.
It'd be very weird if you found out from a company.
Yeah,
honestly speaking.
like yeah. Why would they? Okay.
I would say that is a very
If
weird
HR come up to
alternative.
me and like, no,
They
they
say, hey,
never
your boyfriend
even.
got accepted. What?
Yeah.
I say that is. I would say all stacked against you. Maybe I would say that got a lot
Yeah,
of things you need to
take note
consider,
of. Yeah.
and it's probably not as automatic or easy or like walk in the park as most people think.
But it's not that hard.
Oh,
also.
okay. No, I got one point.
Yeah, what?
So it's like because my sister worked in the company for 5 years already.
Yeah.
So there was a bit of a pressure coming in. So that's the point.
to
Like,
live up to
it's
it,
not
lah.
like I come in at the same time as her. Then like okay, it's just a pair of siblings coming in. It's like it's your sister coming in.
Oh, you have to live
Then,
up
like,
to it. Lah.
Yeah, then it's like, okay, then she's like a head of a department. I cannot go and like go come in and like, oh, I will have a bit of a pressure to like, okay,
So that's your
I mean,
pinpoint,
do
huh?
my job well.
I got me.
Or like at least do my best.
I got me.
Yeah. So that was the.
But it's okay, we are two different people, so like just do whatever you want to do.
Yeah. So after that,
You want to fuck out? Okay, just fuck out.
don't need to.
Yeah, it's really not my life.
Yeah.
Not my life, not my career.
I understand what you mean. But yeah, I think it's definitely not impossible. It's not.
I mean,
evidently not
Yeah.
impossible. People have done it before.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
I think as long as you manage it well, properly,
check if your company HR.
yeah. This sort of thing, I'll say this sort of thing more often than not. The more we talk about it, the better it will probably be.
Yeah.
Right? Especially for couples.
Yeah.
Where like this sort of things like it's probably very new to you. Like the more you like talk about like, hey, what if this happened? Or like, hey, what if this happened?
Yeah.
I think it's like a work in
generally
progress kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
the first few, I don't know, weeks or months, you'll be figuring things out. Logistics, messaging.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
yeah. It's just a lot of minor things that you need to just iron out along the way. But I don't think there's like any like glaring like big problems that need to be solved. Like that we had to like there's no like major hurdles that we had to overcome so far.
Yeah, lah.
Yeah.
I mean, to each person will have different struggles and everything.
Yeah.
But I think generally not impossible. It's
Just
fine.
communicate can already lor.
That's like the
The most generic tip I could give.
communicate can already. It's like those people like, oh, I'm very depressed. Just be happy
Communication.
can already lor.
I did not.
Communication.
With that, any last words, guys?
No, that's just for now I'll just enjoy having the fun of having a sister in a company.
Yes.
Is it fun?
Is it more fun?
Oh, the
Not
fun.
fun, dude.
I was like,
You don't understand my British accent.
British accent.
Yeah, but sometimes my sister never say bye to me when she leaves.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm like,
Then
why do you
you
expect me
go
to
home
say
together.
hi?
No, we have different
Then you go back
plans.
office and say hi.
Different
You
plans.
go back home and say
You
hi
want to go
again.
home together?
No, there was
No.
once I left the office already because I had plans, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then she's like, you didn't say bye to me. I'm like, dude, why don't
Yeah,
I
it's like at that point, I'm like, one must be so professional and you cannot say bye to your sister.
No, that was not what I was thinking in my mind.
Yeah,
I was
so
just
like, you
like,
never
dude, I'm
even say
just going
bye to
off
me.
for my plans. Full stop.
Then she's like, oh, sorry, rushing. Then I'm like, oh, fine, whatever.
I wasn't that hurt anyways.
Yeah. But anyway, no, like, how do I say? Oh, we have like, FYI, we have different preferences of like mode of transport home.
Yeah.
Like she likes to take the train, I like to take the bus. So
So you all go
Oh.
separately. You all leave office same time, but you all go
well,
different. Like,
technically, we always have different
We
plans.
have
As of
never
now,
had.
we have never had.
gone together. In the 1.5 months,
What?
we have never
It's
gone
either
home
I'm
together.
really busy or you.
Oh, yeah, we have
oh
never
my
gone
gosh,
home
that has
together.
been a pain point for us also like from the start. He had to grab.
No, I take public transport now.
Yeah, but last time he always
Saving
grab. Then
for
he'll be
marriage,
like,
hashtag.
I just send you home also lah. But I'm
Yeah,
like, no,
right.
I refuse. I want to take MRT, remember? Then I take MRT.
No, now we take MRT back already. What?
Yeah, but at the start there was the
pain point at
mismatch.
the start.
Yeah, there was a
Fine,
mismatch. Yeah.
fine.
Oh,
But
right,
yes,
right,
other than
right.
that, let's not go on before like more grievances start coming out.
Right, this is the juicy side.
Our relationship start going downhill after this. Thank you guys
But
so much
all's
for-
great.
Thank you guys so much
Yeah,
for watching
good.
this week's episode of IMO. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay safe. Don't get COVID next week. We are going to have John back, much to everyone's
John.
dismay. But thank you so much. Stay safe. Don't get COVID. Don't get monkeypox either. And see you guys next week.
Got a new one also.
Bye bye. I got a new one.
Yeah.
Don't get the new one also. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.